Ah, that's fun.
Oh, Jesus. I can already feel it.
It's like a 6'3", 80 IQ football playing man with giant knockers. The best of both worlds, right?
What more do you want?
I can feel the front tire getting light in 4th gear.
Yeah.
The giggle factor is just too much on this. That's awesome.
Whitney, what have you done to this motorcycle?
I may or may not have got a new sprocket setup, new racing sprocket setup, and a lighter chain.
Racing sprocket setup, huh? So I heard on the grapevine that you went -1 +2.
Yep.
On your XSR 900.
Yeah.
Spite?
Hang on!
So for those of you at home who may not be familiar with what that entails, basically it means that this motorcycle is going to put down more torque at the rear wheel. Because that's what it needed, right? Like this giant triple cylinder engine.
It's the curse of online shopping, okay? It was a suggested product. Like, oh, you're going to just get the same sprocket? Like, what about this one? And I was like, okay.
So you said it was that you were shopping online on Revzilla and they basically upsold you on this crazy sprocket setup, right?
What I'm saying is that it's their fault.
Yeah, Revzilla, bunch of squids. Why would you do this? Why would you put a +2 -1 on an XSR?
I just want to know who says no. Who's like, no.
Personally, I would do like maybe a +1. This is crazy, but you said you're having fun with it, right? You like it?
It's so much fun. A few renders I've had are like, wait a second, what's the new sprocket setup on this? So it is not just me. And I also just, part of the fun of the job is getting harped on, so.
Yeah, and my favorite part about this bike too is that you are completely roasted on this rear tire. So we got like 15% more torque, a roasted rear tire, probably something to do with the sprockets here, I would assume.
Does the oil light come on now? Sometimes.
Screw
Maybe.
it, why not? You know, whatever. It's the curse of working at Yami Noob. Slowly your bikes just become more modified and more crappy as the time goes on. So, yeah. Splite, do you want to rock, paper, scissors for who's going to ride it first?
Sure.
I would say, I was going to ask if you feel weird about us riding your bike, but this is literally a rental bike on Twisted Road. So
I'm sure you don't.
Absolutely
not. Go for it. It's a mule.
All right,
now.
You want to do rock, paper, scissors, and then go? All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All right, it's you.
Here we go.
He's first.
I call SMCR.
SMCR? Damn, I don't get anything today. I get stuck with the Aprilia.
All right, squids, listen up. You have 4 days left to win this beautiful 2021 Aprilia RS660. Use code RS660 at ynmoto.co or yaminewmerch.com and not only get 10% off of your order, but twice the amount of entries. All right, let's dive back in.
I feel like that thing's just going to be angry and zesty. I can't wait to see what you think of it.
I love how quickly these things sing up. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I can already feel it. Wow. All right. That's a lot of extra punch that this bike did not need. Yeah, and we had come to the conclusion that this motorcycle was the more grown-up version.
Yeah, the more agreeable grown-up bike.
Didn't we also agree that your spouse's titties can't be too big?
Yes, we did agree that. Or I think that was just your opinion on the matter.
I couldn't remember if we agreed or disagreed though.
Wow. That's a lot of fun. Oh, it is ridiculous just how much more snap this bike has.
As if it needed it, right?
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, and I'm in A mode too, so I got the full bananas. I'm looking forward to pulling onto the highway here.
Yeah, you have every single banana right now. Every banana is for you at this moment.
The XSR should never not be full bananas.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is excess personified in a motorcycle.
My favorite part is when you go over a bump and your wrist just like goes back maybe 2 millimeters and then you wheelie.
Yeah, to be honest with your tires, I'd be shocked if you could catch traction to do a wheelie.
Man, it is crazy how much more punch this thing has. Just, you have to be a lot more careful with the throttle. This was already a bike that you needed to be, you know, really easy with your throttle modulation. This is like, just... I could feel the rear tire kicking up underneath me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
What would you rate its giggle factor?
Its giggle factor is very high. It's very high. Admittedly, we're doing it, you know, on straight roads. I think this would be a handful in a, you know, on a twisty road.
I think this is where the XSR 900 shines, though. Stoplight to stoplight, twist and go.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to do, you know? I feel like that's what it's meant to do.
Just put a big old grin on your face and then, you know, come to a stop.
I am curious, though. Let's see if we can jump on the highway, and I want to see what it revs at, you know, at 70 miles per hour in like 5th or 6th gear. Does it drone a little bit, Whitney? Does it feel like it's kind of running out of breath up at the top now with the new sprockets, or no?
No.
Well, nice. That's good then.
Admittedly, I've never had mechanical sympathy for this engine. I remember I did I don't think it was a living with, it was some video where I was on the MT09. And I got back to the shop after you watched it, and you're like, why were you revving the bike so much? Like, why weren't you shifting up?
You were cruising around City Park Road in 1st gear. I was like, did you forget how to ride or something? Like, what the hell did you... Why are you doing this in this video? It drove me nuts.
No, it's just like, it felt good. It felt fun. This engine just is so rev happy. I'm completely content to just let it sit in the top half of the RPM band.
You should dump the clutch in first and see what happens.
Whee! Oh, it's got so much grunt. That's awesome. It revs up so fast too. Like, you need to get a quick shifter on this now.
I know, that's all I can think about when I ride it. It's like, it's fun, but it definitely is in desperate need of a quick shifter.
You should totally do a quick shifter.
God, what a silly motorcycle. This makes me miss the MT09 we had in the shop.
Yeah. They're so dumb. We should definitely do a new gen MT09.
Oh yeah.
2021.
I hope they didn't like increase its IQ. I still want it to be the same like 80 IQ dumb football player motorcycle.
With big tits.
Yeah, it's like a 6'3", 80 IQ football playing man with giant knockers. The best of both worlds, right?
What more do you want?
It has a 4-hour boner and it lactates constantly. Just an absolute homunculus.
All right, I'm gonna slow down a little bit, give myself some room to play here.
Yeah, we got some cars coming in, but you got some landing strip. It's a rapid little bike, goddamn.
Wow, that is so much fun. Oh, I like that a lot. And I'm doing 70, 65 right now, sitting at just over 5,500 RPM.
That's really not too bad.
It's almost like they intended you to gear it down and turn it into even more of a squid bike.
Yeah, honestly, Whitney, maybe it was just a great mod, you know? Maybe I misjudged it from the specs.
I feel like you and I have discussed that before. Like, we've got these, like the Dixis 1000, we've got these judgments, and then you hop on the bike and you're like, oh, wait a second, this is actually amazing.
Man, this is a fun setup on this motorcycle. This is really fun.
Yeah, it's why specs never tell the story. You gotta feel the bikes out.
I can feel the front tire getting light in 4th gear.
Yeah.
The giggle factor is just too much on this. That's awesome.
All right, you gotta let me take a spin on it.
All right, let's pull over and let you get on it. Oh, I love riding this because the frame and forks are so spongy and it just kind of shakes and wobbles as you're speeding up. It feels like it's about to rip itself to pieces.
Yeah. It's like the Yamaha engineers spent 9 months developing the engine, and then whenever they were done with the engine, they were like, oh, damn it, we gotta do a frame too. And then in like a week, they made the frame.
Good enough. People will have fun. They're just gonna do wheelies anyway.
Yeah.
God, that was really fun.
I'm so glad you had fun. I mean, at first I was like, oh shit, why did I do this?
Yeah, you're like, did I mess up this bike?
And then 10 minutes later, you're like, I didn't, I made it better.
No, that was genuinely entertaining. That was very fun. Oh, hey, would you look at that? The check engine light went off on the Aprilia.
Who the hell knows, man? I stalled it.
I have a feeling this thing is just going to feel so slow now by comparison.
Jesus Christ, yeah, dude. Alright.
Yeah, like suddenly I'm on this motorcycle and I'm like, where's all my torque?
Where are my torques?
I love looking at the XSR dyno chart for the torque. It's just like a straight line across.
Yup.
Traction. How do I turn that off? Golly, dude.
I think we got an on-ramp coming up if you want to get on the highway.
No, I'm having fun just like stop and go in this conditions because I actually get to feel it through the smaller speeds or slower speeds.
Honestly, it is a really fun stoplight to stoplight bike right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it is so giggly.
It's got so much torque on tap, it's rad.
Let's see, so you went up 5 teeth in the rear, is the math on that. So I think that's 10% more torque.
Something like that.
And it made like 69 foot-pounds of torque, so you're probably close to like 75 now. That's prodigious.
Whitney, I so want to do a burnout on this thing, but your tires are already so that I feel like it would be unfair. Also, I feel like it would just be so easy to spin the rear wheel. Yeah, no, this mod is awesome. I thought that it was going to be dumb and unusable, but no, it just added so much to this bike. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Are your judgments melting away?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Feels like every XSR should come like that, honestly. It is so silly and so dumb.
First gear is insane.
Like, leaving a stoplight is actually kind of hard on that thing now.
Yeah. God, that's fun. It's like you don't even have to try.
Spike, were you saying that you like the XSR 700 more than the 900?
I like the 700 a lot. I think I like the 900 more now with that sprocket setup, though, because, I mean, that much torque is just comical. It's just straight up funny. I have a good time on it. Not that I wasn't having a good time on the XSR 700, but I don't know. I like dumb torque numbers.
The sensation of torque on this is so crazy, dude. Like, this thing slaps like a giant. This thing hits about as hard as that Hyper Motard I tested last year.
This got like leader bike torque now.
Oh, easily, yeah. It just rips.
You just disappear too. Like I watched you leave and I was going pretty quick, but you were just kind of gone.
And that was me really feathering the throttle because I didn't want the wheel to lift. If you really give it the beans, it'll lift the wheel in every single gear up to third, easy.
I honestly think it might be a little bit frightening on a twisty road.
Oh, I think they always were before, but now it's like, yeah, with this tire and the sprocket setup, how to commit die 101. So, Whitney, the real question is, do you like it?
I love it. like I said, at first, I thought I ruined it, and then quickly that all went away at how much you start smiling when you're it's just punch after punch.
It's so angry.
And get this. It's, you know, sad to say this, but I've been riding this Fart to work because we can scramble and pull off the roads or whatever. But then I hop on the XSR and I'm like, I think this one gives me a bigger boner. And I've been riding that one way more now because Spite and I were talking about this because the Fart peeling just feels like a limp noodle.
Yeah, I mean, it's light, sure, and the engine's really potent. It's got 55 foot-pounds of torque, but that's a whole nother level.
Yeah. Also, you obliterated some bug or something over here, right? There's so much guts on your tank. It's crazy.
They're just baking on there too right now.
Yeah, you're getting a nice little sizzle going.
I also love how you have the tucked license plate too, because you're a giant squid.
Yeah, I have renters ask about toll bills, and I'm like, what are you talking about? What toll road?
Not a problem.
God, that's fun.
I can tell when you hop on the throttle because the whole motorcycle kind of shakes and squats a little bit.
Yeah, I clutched it up back there, so.
Well, yeah, obviously, but even just like going down the road, the motorcycle moves and shimmies a lot.
Yeah.
The new sprocket setup re-solidifies like why the XSR was my gateway into sport bikes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Didn't you say that was your first like running street bike?
Yes.
Why do you think I hired her, dude? Once I knew that fact, I was like, you're the right person for the job. Those are all your qualifications.
I had to wear heels with it at first.
Sorry?
Huh?
Oh no.
What the f?
That was weird.
What did she ask?
I have no idea.
I don't know, I'm suddenly worried that she's like being kidnapped or something.
I don't think she'd be that laissez-faire about being kidnapped. She's like, hey, can you guys help me? I'm being kidnapped.
You never know with millennials, okay?
You're like, oh, guys, this is really embarrassing, but could you just... It sounded like she was asking something about the bikes?
She was looking at the bikes, so...
Yeah.
She was probably angry that you were doing wheelies.
Really?
Be like, it's not my fault. It's literally the motorcycle. It won't let the wheel come down.
How are you going to be angry about someone doing wheelies? I'm on an XSR 900. Do you understand? It wheelies me. I have no control. That was very strange.
You go to the dealership and be like, I think the bike's broken. It won't use the front wheel.
Yeah, maybe she was upset about the wheelies. Maybe in post we can try to hear what she was saying. I had no idea what she was saying.
Maybe she was asking what kind of sprocket setup.
Man, that tire is so roasted.
Roasted. We're ordering you a new tire today.
Okay, done.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
need
it's
to do
funny
that
to
ASAP.
be behind you and be like, oh shit.
Yeah, I know
That thing
it's
is square.
It's
It literally looks like a car tire. Oh man, that's bad.
yeah, side to side it feels like ass. No!
Oh god, you've got to be.
I could have ran it. Fuck me. God damn it. God,
I will
fucking
always
hell.
run it.
I know. I didn't know if you guys were going to, but well, Whitney, as we sit here and boil in the sun, I think we can wrap up this vlog. Excellent modification on the XSR 900. 10 out of 10. I was completely wrong, and I'm happy to admit it. Spike, do you agree?
It is so good. It is so much fun.
Super fun. Yeah.
I had a feeling, I was like, man, he's knocking it so hard because he secretly knows that it rips.
It does. It rips dick, balls, and ass. It really does. It truly, truly does. Well, guys, we're going to wrap it up. We're just going to sit here and boil to death, so catch you on the next one. See you later.
Keep watching Yammy Noob. 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 Keep watching Yammy Noob.